With the diesel and the jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Utah Jazz at Energy Solutions Arena. Can we talk about Kawhi Leonard, guys?
Sure.
He's become one of only very few players ever to win a Defensive Player of the Year and a Finals MVP. And he just keeps on getting better, Kenny.
His ability to guard multiple positions. His length can bar the point guards. His strength and size can bar the power forwards. I mean, this guy does it all. He can ball hawk, and he's patient. You know, as the San Antonio Spurs are as a team, very patient and very diligent.
And he's the best perimeter defender in the league since Ron Artest.
Thanks for joining us. We're going courtside to Kevin Harlan.
It's the home of the Jazz here in Utah as 2K Sports brings you today's action. Live from Salt Lake City, Utah, and the Energy Solutions Arena. The Jazz make a quick stop here at home before heading back out on the road. They haven't started out with the success they had hoped for, but the season obviously is still very young.
Kevin, it appears to me as though this team has a hangover from last season. They finished poorly at the end of last season.
Going with an almost entirely new group here. Lyles checked in for Gobert. Booker comes in for Derek Favors. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Hood. And Freak subbed in for Trey Burke. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Spates checked in for Duncan. West comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for Parker. On the court for San Antonio. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. West out there with Maurice Spates. And it's Mills in at the 1 spot. Jazz trailed by 5. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
A short time ago, I had a chance to catch up with Greg Popovich. With this being their first meeting of the year, he stressed to his team to rely on their instincts on the offensive end, saying, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses and not forcing anything. As long as we can continue doing that here, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if that holds true, guys.
Okay, Doris, appreciate the information. I think, guys, it's not the first time that shooting has been a focus for this team.
Not at all. I mean, a lot of their offensive philosophy really centers around their ability to create and take good shots.
And, of course, that's something that a lot of teams would benefit from, guys. I mean, they're looking to play a very cerebral and disciplined game today.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Passes to Lyles. He dishes it to Hayward. The Jazz working the ball around now. Exum kicks to Freak. 5 to shoot to the right side. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got his second bucket.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
West outside. Dishes to Green. He kicks it to Leonard. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the first. Rebounded by the Jazz. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws here tonight.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
And it's something they know that.
Utah trailing here. On the floor for San Antonio, the timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. Aldridge out.
Shooting for Utah, Freak at the line for 2. Assistant, Tony Parker.
So it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Spurs lead by 5. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Tony, you guys have seemed to be in a good groove lately. Taking a broader look at the season, what's important for this team to have success this year?
To stay healthy. I like our chances this year. Our young guys got a lot of experience, and we play good basketball right now, so hopefully we can stay healthy and play good at the end of the season.
Tony, thank you as always. Guys, back to you.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard. A different look for Utah. Lyle comes in for Derek Favors. And Freak subbed in for Hood. Spates checked in for San Antonio. Spurs leading by 7. Freak in at shooting guard. Hayward out there with Lyles. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Burke in at the point. That's the group right now for Utah. Parker kicks to Ginobili. 5 on the clock. Aldridge dishes to Ginobili. And stolen by Freak. Here's Burke. Finished off the break. Burke's got 8.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Parker kicks to Ginobili. To the inside. Spates. Now, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Control the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
Here's Leonard, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Leonard's got his first points of the game.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here's Burke. He's covered closely. Here's Wiles. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Passes it to Wiles. Nice ball movement by Utah. Kicks to Freak. He feeds it to Burke. To the paint. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And so it's San Antonio with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
What is it you like about the way this team is playing right now?
We're just defending. I think we're playing together, making extra pass. Every NBA game is a different challenge, so again, we just got to come ready to compete. You know, guys are taking pride in their preparation.
David, thank you as always, guys. What a culture they've established here.
Doris, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge. He delivered quite a star performance. Not uncommon, as we've seen him have this sort of terrific night many times.
When LaMarcus Aldridge gets rolling, it's always going to be a tough night for the opposing team. He is about as complete as you can get on the low block. And there are very few power forwards in the NBA that can run the floor as well as he does. He's a franchise player, plain and simple, and they just couldn't come up with an answer for him tonight.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.